Hi guys, my name is Kezia, welcome to my booktube and welcome to day 1 of Draekora week. If you don't know what Draekora week is, it is a week of videos leading up to the release of Draekora by Lynette and Noni. Now if you don't know what Draekora is, it is the third book in the series The Medoran Chronicles by Lynette and Noni, which is one of my favourite series in the world, and it's about a girl named Alex who walks through a door to another world and ends up at a school called Akarnae for the gifted in that world, and she has to try and stay there until the headmaster returns so that she can find her way back home. And along the way she finds these amazing friends and this amazing school and world and discovers a whole lot of stuff about it and about herself. And guys, it's phenomenal. I don't know, you must be new to my channel if you haven't heard me talk about it yet, but I love this series so much. So for today's video, as I said before, it is the Medoran Chronicles book tag. So Jenna and I have come up with 10 questions, 10 questions, kind of 11, that are based off of things in the Medoran Chronicles and specifically in Akarnae and Aurelia. You'll understand what I'm getting at as I start, so I'm just going to get straight into the tag. Question 1 is Medora. Alex steps through a doorway and ends up in the fictional world Medora. If you had a chance to step through a doorway like this, what fictional world would you like to end up in? For this one, I'm going with A Court of Thorns and Roses / Mist and Fury world. I specifically chose Mist and Fury because I'd want to go to the Night Court. You have to have read the book to understand this answer, and to understand also I just want to be with Reese. But I just think that the world that Sarah J Maas has created in this is so cool, and I would really love to live among like the fairies and stuff like that, and to just like kind of live in the everyday life of the courts and go to like all the special celebrations that they have and all that sort of stuff. It just seems like it would be so much fun, and like I said before, Reese. Question 2 is Akarnae. Alex and her friends attend Akarnae Academy. What fictional school would you like to attend? For this one, I'm going with a very obvious answer for me, if you know me, and that is Camp Half-Blood. This counts as a fictional school, right? It's a camp kind of school. They do activities there. I mean, I'm going with it. So I absolutely adore Percy Jackson and everything about it, and I just would love to go to Camp Half-Blood like all year round, not just the summer. Question 3 is Alex, Jordan and Bear. Alex, Jordan and Bear have the best friendship. What pair or group of platonic friends is your favourite? Now, I really wanted to go with Alex, Jordan and Bear for this, but obviously I couldn't because it's kind of in the question. So for this one, I'm going with Kenji and Juliet from the Shadow Me series. Juliet starts off as such like a broken character and she has so much going on with her, but Kenji is always able to break through that, and just there was never any expectations for him to become a love interest, and I just really love that about their friendship, and he's just such a light-hearted, fun character that meshes really well with Juliet, and it's like a friendship that you know is gonna last. Question 4 is potential pops. Classes at Akarnae Academy are ranked by a person's potential in each specific subject. What typical perfect YA protagonist would be in Epsilon, the highest rank for every class? For this one, I'm going with Emma Carstairs from Lady Midnight / The Dark Artificers. This is kind of an unfair answer because she's a shadow hunter, so she's kind of supposed to be perfect, but like it's so different from the other shadow hunters like Clary and Tessa and stuff like that, because we come straight into her being like this well-trained shadow hunter, and she's just amazing at everything. And I mean, I have no complaints about her. I absolutely love Emma. But if she were to go to Akarnae, she'd definitely be an Epsilon for everything. Question 5 is the library. The library at Akarnae is sentient and is always giving Alex advice. What fictional character would you like to be there for you to give you advice when you need it? For this one, I'm going with one of my favourite characters of all time and someone who I aspire to be like, and that is Annabeth Chase from the Percy Jackson / Heroes of Olympus series. I've picked up the Mark of Athena because this is very much about her, but yeah, I mean, I love everything about Annabeth. She's wise, she's smart, she's dedicated, she's loving, she's funny, and she always knows what to do. And I mean, to give me advice, who else would I want than like the daughter of the God of Wisdom? Question 6 is Aurelia. Aurelia is a crossroads where people are forced to make a choice. If you were forced to choose only one genre to read for the rest of your life, what would it be? For this one, I'm going to go with young adult fantasy because I've really started to love fantasy more and more as I've read more and more of it, and there's so many of my favourite series that are fantasy, including the Medoran Chronicles, so I don't think there'd be any way I'd want to miss out on anything as amazing as that. Question 7 is Calyx. We're all die-hard lovers of Caden and Alex's slow-burning romance. What is an OTP that took way too long to happen? For this one, I'm gonna have to tell you that if you haven't read Me Before You by Jojo Moyes, spoilers kinda, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about it, so until I put the book down, maybe just like mute the video. But obviously Will and Lou never really end up together. they kind of are at some points, but they never really get there, and it's like a slow burning romance that almost doesn't happen, and in the end it's like so heartbreaking. So I couldn't really think of anything else that quite accurately describes the like, oh my gosh, just hurry up and get together already, especially since this book is about so much more than that. So like, you're like, oh, I shouldn't really be thinking about this, but I really am. But now I'm like dying and heartbroken and don't know what to do. Question 8 is DC. We all know DC as the character with a secret past who we've come to love. Who's a shady character that you came to love in the end? For this one, I'm going with Wolf from Scarlet. At the start of the book, I really didn't like Wolf. I didn't trust Wolf. And I was just like, how is he ever going to be normal? But after not very long, I was like all over him, and I thought he was the most amazing thing ever, and I just want to hug and love him forever. Question 9 is Maya. Maya is the Lost City. What's a lost book that you would love to find? When I was younger, my favorite series in the world was EJ12, and I used to own like all 20 of the ones that were out up until the time that I kind of lost interest in reading them. But now I can't find a single one of them, and for a while I still had like 4 of them, but now they're gone too. So I mean, I just keep losing them, and I really wish I had them still, because I read them before, I really loved reading, and they were like one of the only series that really I felt a connection with and was always very excited for. So they're just kind of special, and I wish I still had them. Question 10 is predictions. What predictions do you have for Medora? Not for Medora, for Draekora. I've already read Draekora at the time of filming this. Tad problem, but that's alright. I'm still going to tell you that before I read the book, my main prediction and excitement, not my main excitement, but like something I was really excited for was dragons. I was like, there's a dragon on the cover, something to do with dragons is happening. And question 11 is, who do you tag? I tag every single one of you watching right now, but more specifically, I tag some of my friends who, even if you haven't read this book, you can still do it. But I'm going to just tag Molly from Molly the Reader. I'm going to tag Sam from Sam Barnes on YouTube, not Oz Fanboy. I don't care if you haven't read it, you're doing the tag. I'm going to tag Kaz from A Little Book Owl. I'm going to tag Anais from Clockwork Kitten. I'm going to tag Bibliosaurus Rex, Chani from Read Like Wildfire, Sarah from Sarah Without an H, Momo from The Booktube Girl, and Rebecca from The Book Hangover. Like I said before, if you want to do this, definitely go ahead and do it. You don't have to get it up during Draekora week. It'd be awesome if you could, and if you could like get the word out there about Draekora week and join in on our readathons and all that sort of stuff. But if not, we just want this to be a tag of all time. But yeah, that's all I really have for this video. Don't forget to check the description box below for more details about Draekora week and like all our links to our social medias, where we have like more exciting stuff like readathons and giveaways going on. So keep an eye out for that. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment below. Let me know if you're participating in any Draekora week stuff, or let me know some of the answers to these questions, or about your excitement for Draekora. I want to hear it all Draekora related. And don't forget to expect the unexpected. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!